I thought you had...
There may be more amended, hold on, there may be more amendments that I know there are some. Oh, yes, okay. Mr. Sharbat, would you please come forward?
We're going to do the amendments, though, one group
Yeah.
or one at a time?
Yeah, I think so.
We don't do like...
Now, since we're dealing with the budget here, being a member of the DeKalb's Lunatic Fringe, as I was referred to by our missing alderman here tonight, there are some things that do need to be addressed since we're dealing specifically with the budget. The chief said it best last week when he stood here at this podium saying that this council is cherry-picking what it wants to implement or choosing what it likes from the EPI report as far as what to implement with the budget. Last year we stood here and the big argument was, boy, we didn't have enough time to look over the EPI report, so hence we can't put through a lot of the other cuts that are suggested. This council was pretty darn quick tonight to approve that tax increase that will stay with us for the rest of our lives. The EPI report suggests some additional cuts that we have not even talked about yet here tonight. I'm not sure if we seem to be have short memory here, but among the things it indicated was centralized clerical administration to a savings of $300,000. We didn't even look at that. They did mention specifically the retiree health care plan, basically eliminating, not just reducing the contributions to that. We need to eliminate that in totality here. I was looking over some of the recommendations here as far as in the backup material. It indicates hiring additional people. We have specific things, hiring an assistant public works director, transportation planning director. Do we not have a hiring freeze in this city? Let's see if we can get along without these positions for as long as possible to further save the taxpayers' money. I'm kind of curious why the Transportation Planning Economic Development Director is moved to a grade 9 when the previous was grade 8 in the budget. That would seem like a bigger expenditure on the taxpayers here. We talk about health care plans here. 20% for the cost of health care premiums. Why don't we consider bumping it up to perhaps 50% or going to a high deductible HSA health savings plan? Private industry has health savings accounts. It's a great way to save a lot of money. Insurance costs. I noticed that the insurance coverage for out-of-network coverage is going to be moved down from 80% to 70%. I know my plan is at 50%. That seems like a nice little deal we have going here. On the topic of holidays that employees are given, Martin Luther King Day, I don't get that off. President's Day, Veterans Day, the day after Thanksgiving, 2 floating holidays. We're awash in extra holidays here. How about cutting that back? How about going perhaps to a 4-day work week for the city? I think your constituents would realize that we could generate a lot of savings from that. It's amazing how many sick days employees get. I don't know if you guys ever looked through any of the contracts that we have with everyone from AFSCME to the other unions in town. Well, let's get rid of that. I get 5 sick days a year. If I go beyond that, that's taken out of my salary. Let's eliminate education tuition reimbursement, magazine subscriptions, all these special trips we go on to seminars. There's a lot of extra things we can cut in this budget that we've not even looked at yet. I keep hearing this phrase, and I think it's just nonsense when I hear you saying, everything's on the table. Have you looked at all the cuts in the EPI report? Why are we cherry picking? That's what I want to know. We decided to go forth with all the taxes we just increased. How about further cuts that are recommended and consolidation in the EPI report? Thank you.
Okay.